What's good? It's your favorite new channel to come to for hip-hop news and content, the J Cannon's 508 Cents channel. I just want to take a second to shout out the 508 gang. We appreciate y'all. Plus, we want to shout out to all the new subscribers and viewers. We definitely appreciate y'all too. Y'all know the drill. Real quick, I'm going to need you to like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. I definitely appreciate it, but let's get straight to it, y'all. Unless you haven't heard the big news yet, we're getting a Verzuz battle with Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. We never thought this would happen in hip-hop history. That's why we're readdressing this. That's why we took a poll on the channel, and the overall whelming favorite was to readdress the situation and re-upload it. Because for these youngins out here that don't realize, this beef was about as serious as it was between King Von and FBG Duck. People done got killed behind it. You know what I mean? These dudes have murder beef with each other on site, both from violent neighborhoods that get it popping. You know what I mean? There's killers in every city. And for them to be willing to do this, now that they older and more mature, both starting a family, I think they're both about to get married, if Gucci Mane's not already married, and they literally squashing the beef. So this shows the youngins that, like, yo, even though stuff like that happen, we could put our differences aside so that way we ain't got to see no more people lose their life. Because at the end of the day, the #1 goal for all these rappers that came from the hood and really bout that life and done live that life is to get out the hood, not stay stuck in the hood. You're supposed to make a way to come up so you could live the good life, not looking over your shoulder, worrying about, am I going to get killed today? So if two people from rival neighborhoods make it out, they should be able to try to put their differences aside. Like, all right, let's not mess up this opportunity. We both got a way to get out. We don't have to keep killing each other. I know it's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, this is a positive step in the right direction, and this shows cooler heads can prevail. People done got killed behind this beef. Like I'm trying to say, this wasn't no not serious beef. That's why this series is going to show you why this is such a big deal. That's why it's going to show you that this isn't just like, oh, they never had that crazy of a beef anyway. They rarely did, though, as you're going to see. You know we always keep it real with you. But yeah, this is a video I made like 4 or 5 months ago when I first started doing videos. I hope y'all enjoy it. Here y'all go. I wanted to present this series to you of two legendary rappers that once almost divided the South over a song called So Icy back in 2006 when Young Jeezy was on his way to the top and Gucci Mane was on his way to being an up-and-coming top rapper. Gucci Mane needed it on his album, Jeezy didn't. Therefore, people feel like it was petty on Jeezy's part. Get ready for this series, y'all. Enjoy.
All I do is talk shit. You can even add a couple grand for my outfit. You act like you know, man. In my hood, they call me Jeezy the Snowman. You get it? Get it? Jeezy the Snowman. I'm iced out. Plus I got snowman.
As you can see, they even made a music video together, literally standing right next to each other side by side. So at one point, the relationship was good enough for them to be able to stand next to each other. This would ultimately be the last time that we would see them on some friendly status. After this video was shot, soon after, they started taking shots at each other, dissing each other. They were never really best of friends. They just knew mutual people that had them in connection with each other. They were both from the hardcore streets of Atlanta. Basically, they was just coming to disagreements at this point over who the song should belong to and whose album it should go on. Gucci Mane felt like it should be on his, Young Jeezy felt like it should be on his. Ultimately, it ended up being on Gucci Mane's, not Jeezy's.
Some motherfuckers snowed up, little kids wanna be like Gucci when they grow up. Me, Jeezy, and Boo, we ain't pussy, nigga, gon' do what you do, cause we icy, so icy, we icy.
Soon after, someone would catch up with Young Jeezy and interview him and ask him what happened and what was the differences. He said, y'all was good enough to do the song together. What happened now?
Obviously, at one point, the relationship must have been at least all right because y'all had a song together, strong single, the So license joint, and somewhere along the line, things went south.
Man, you know, we ain't never had no relationship, man. We was a fuck boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like to be compared to that nigga, man, because, like, I'm like a VHS on You Can Rewind Me Back. Everybody in the scene know me, dog. Like, this nigga, you know, basically I did another nigga a favor, dog, you know, and the nigga is a fucking gnat at a barbecue, dog. The nigga...
After this interview was taken, word got back to Gucci Mane what Jeezy had to say about him. Soon after that, Gucci Mane ended up having his buzz and going to BET. He voiced his opinion on there. Soon after, someone else caught up with him and got an interview and asked him, if you missed it, what happened between y'all?
Reiterate for those that didn't catch that Rap City episode, man. What's going on with you and Jeezy?
I don't fuck with a nigga, he a pussy.
Right. So, what's got you feeling that way, man?
Niggas just be doing little bitch ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit a bitch would do, you know what I mean? Like a little bitch.
Alright. So where's all that coming from? Because, I mean, y'all had the song together. It seemed like the relationship was going along pretty alright. You know, y'all both repping the A.
I thought it was a real nigga, man, but you know, they're carbon copy, man. Them Oreo.
Alright.
Now that you've heard both Young Jeezy's reasonings for why he feels like the beef started and Gucci Mane's reasons for why he feels like the beef started, who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? Who do you feel was at cause? I'm gonna play one more clip from this interview on how Gucci Mane feels like at the end of the day, what Young Jeezy did was worse than anything Gucci Mane did. Here y'all go.
I think he couldn't do it, you know what I mean? Just bitch came out of it.
So what he started doing exactly?
You know, it's just making diss records. Going on the radio saying little shit. You know what I'm saying? Popping shit to niggas and shit.
Was he doing that in Atlanta or in markets that you might not have been in?
He was going to markets I ain't been in yet and do a show before I get there and tell them don't buy my record when it come out.
You actually heard that cats was saying like, don't buy Gucci out.
I seen it on videotape. So that what made me just flip out like this.
Okay.
From the sounds of that clip, it feels like Gucci Mane feels like he was starting to be blackballed while he was just trying to come up regardless of the disagreement. I'm not trying to favor either side, but we have seen the bigger artists do this to the up-and-coming artists that they had problems with before. Because as you can see, Young Jeezy was already established and dropping songs that were making it to the charts. Whereas Gucci Mane was just starting to catch a buzz and get songs that were coming on the charts. So at the end of the day, it seems like Young Jeezy had more pull than Gucci Mane did at that point.
Back and forth, Jeezy released Stay Strapped, a harsh diss aimed at Gucci. At the end of the song, Jeezy spoke over the beat saying he wanted Gucci's chain and that he was willing to pay whoever brought it to him $10,000. Effectively, Jeezy was putting a bounty on Gucci's chain.
Young Jeezy would do something that would change the South forever. Young Jeezy would ultimately take it one step further. Knowing that he had the bigger buzz and he was the more established artist at the time, he would release a diss track called Stay Strapped. And at the end of that diss track, there was a bounty placed on Gucci Mane's head. He said, anybody that brings me his chain, I'll give you 10K. Everybody down south heard that song.
At this time, I'm traveling a lot, and I'm going through all these small towns in the South, and everybody knows about it. You know, the song is everywhere. Everybody's waiting for Gucci Mane to come do a show in their town so they can get his chain and get 10 grand.
As we would soon find out, people were going to try and collect on that bounty sooner than later. I'm not sure whether Gucci Mane heard the song or just didn't care, but he went about his business like it was every day.
There's him and a girl in there, and 5 guys came in there to hurt him. So basically, from what I talked to the detective indicated he was set up. We have an independent witness I tried to give to the detective. The detective basically doesn't want a whole lot more information.
At this point, people had tried to kill Gucci Mane, and he wasn't going for it. He fought back with his life on the line, grabbed a pistol that was on the table, I think might have been their pistol, ended up shooting them and running off, leaving one man dead. Later on, Gucci Mane will be charged with murder. We'll ultimately get into all that later on in part 2. If you enjoyed this and would like to see me come out with part 2, let me know in the comments. I appreciate it, y'all. I put some hard work and effort into this. Ultimately, I want to make this into a weekly series. If y'all would be interested, let me know. Stay safe, like, share, subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed that. But now you see why this is such a big moment in hip-hop history and why everybody's so hyped and happy about it, to actually see these two squash the beef and come together. You know what I mean? That's some legendary stuff right there. And hopefully some of these youngins and older heads can see this and follow suit. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely appreciate it. Stay safe. Peace, y'all.